In today's investment environment, mutual funds have emerged as a category of investment which is simple and liked by everybody. What are mutual funds? Mutual funds are basically financial instruments where the money is collected from number of investors and invested in various asset class. Why have mutual funds become so popular and liked by people? Firstly, they are professionally managed. There is a professional research team which does all the investments which a normal human being or a person does not have an access to. Second, they are affordable. That means even with 500 rupees, one can start investing in mutual funds. Thirdly, they provide liquidity. That is, investments in mutual funds can be withdrawn at any given time with just 1 day's notice. Mutual funds can be decided into three main categories, namely equity funds. As the name suggests, these funds invest in equity and stock instruments. The second would be the debt funds. Here also, as the name suggests, the investments are made into corporate bonds, sovereign bonds, or money market papers. The third category is the hybrid funds, where the investment is both in equity and debt. Depending on the percentage of investment, that is, if it is 65% or more in equity, then they are known as aggressive hybrid funds, and if it is 65% or more in debt, then they are called conservative hybrid funds. As the mutual fund industry has evolved, so have the number of funds increased. Today, there are more than 40 types of funds offered by 30 or more asset management companies. So, there are nearly 1200 funds in the market. It would be a daunting task for any individual to select the right fund. Today, we are trying to simplify this task by narrowing down the categories of funds that one should select from. Let's look into the debt space. In debt space, there are 17 types of funds. But before getting into selecting a fund, one should see why is a person investing in debt funds. It is basically because he is risk averse and he is willing to take lower returns, but he wants safety of his capital. So, it would be prudent that investment in debt funds is free of risk. Debt funds suffer from two kinds of risk. One is the credit risk and other is the duration risk, which can also be called as interest risk. By credit risk, we mean that the investment paper is of lower grade. By duration risk, we mean that there is an interest risk. Interest is not constant. It varies with time. There could be rising interest regime or a falling interest regime. As the interest varies, so would the returns be varying in the instruments that the debt funds have invested in. So, a normal investor should avoid funds that have a credit risk or long duration funds which have a interest risk. If these two categories or these two types of funds are avoided, the investor has to select basically from four types of funds. First is the liquid or the ultra short duration fund. Here the investments are made in highly rated papers or sovereign bonds. The maturity of each paper is about 90 days, so there is no duration risk also. These kind of funds are used by investors who are looking for funds or access to their money on a daily basis or on very short duration basis. These funds are used mainly by corporate houses as a replacement to current account in bank. The next category is the short duration funds or the low duration funds. Here the rating of papers invested in remains of very high quality, but the duration is of a longer duration, that is about a year plus. In taking a longer duration call, the papers carry a higher interest rate and thereby giving a little better returns than the liquid funds. These funds are suitable for individuals who are looking to put their investments in 1 year duration or a little more than that. The third category is a medium term funds. These funds again have high quality paper, but their duration is about 2 to 3 years. In such a condition, their returns get a little better. Getting into the equity space, here also there are 20 subcategories. The main aim of an investor should be to cut out the clutter and noise. If you look at it, the stock exchange or the equity have basically 3 categories: the large cap, the mid cap and the small cap stocks. An investor should try and align his investments to these categories of mutual funds. So if you look at it, there is the large cap funds which invests in the top 100 companies of the stock exchange in terms of market capitalization. These companies give steady returns, have good corporate governance, and they have for a long term given good returns. These are good for investors who are looking in equity space but have low risk appetite. The next is the mid cap funds. These funds invest in medium sized companies. In terms of market capitalization, these are numbered between 101 to 250 companies. These companies do give good returns, but they remain a little volatile because depending on the market cycle or in trying to establish their business, they may default sometimes. They give higher returns, but they have a higher risk factor attached to them. The third category is the small cap funds. As the name suggests, they invest in small companies. Small companies have a great potential to grow, but they also have a great potential to go bust. So these funds give very high returns or can give negative returns. These funds are suitable for very aggressive investors. To give it a multicolored flavor or a multi-choice flavor, there is also known as multi-cap funds. These funds invest in all 3 categories of fund. So by investing in these funds, an investor has an access to all 3 categories without exposing himself to a particular sector at one time. These funds give good returns. They are volatile, but not as volatile as mid caps or small caps, or not as conservative as large caps. In this multi-cap category, there is also a fund called equity linked savings scheme. These are multi-cap funds, but they bring in tax benefit under 80C of 1,50,000. But to get this benefit, one has to remain invested in these funds for 3 years. With a lock-in period of 3 years, the fund manager can take a longer duration call. So if an investor does not have the requirement of his funds for 3 years or plus, it is a better choice than selecting a multi-cap fund. The equity space has a large number of sectoral and thematic funds. Sectoral and thematic funds are based on certain themes like consumption or sector wise pharma or automobile sector, like these. Our view is that these funds are like the same wine in a different bottle. A good fund manager in a multi-cap fund would move into a sector or a theme which is performing well and can move out of that sector or theme when that is out of flavor. However, a sectoral or a thematic fund manager would be stuck in these funds because as by mandate he cannot move to any other sector or theme. These funds give very high cyclic returns, so they move from boom to bust and bust to boom. In the end, I would like to say that every investor should invest in mutual funds. However, while investing in mutual funds, one should take into account one's risk appetite and time horizon of investment. All investors should consider investing in mutual funds for higher returns. However, while investing in mutual funds, one should keep in mind one's own risk appetite and the time horizon for which the investment is being planned.